This is going to be the start of video 2. So in this video, we are going to make our wheel well box. We are probably going to get the whole van insulated. We're going to vapor barrier the best we can. We know it's not going to be perfect vapor barrier. It's a van. You know what? We're going to do our best. We got a 3/4 inch piece of plywood. That's what we're going to build our wheel well boxes out of. I know a lot of people use 3/4 inch plywood in these vans. It's a little bit heavy really for the van. However, for our wheel well boxes, they're going to be supporting a lot of weight. We're going to have our water tank on the passenger side wheel well box, so we need that one to be pretty sturdy. It's also going to be supported by the wheel well that's underneath the box, so it's not like it's like, you know, all the weight's on the wood. But yeah, and then on the driver's side, we're going to have all our electrical setup on top of the wheel well, so like our batteries and things like that. Yeah, we're using lithium on this build, so it's going to be a lot lighter, but batteries still, you know, it adds up. We're gonna go get the rest of the flooring. We got 3 more boxes in the car there, and we'll get started. All right, Baxter, what did we just do?
We cut all the pieces for our wheel well boxes. One of them is gonna hold the water tank, like the water tank's gonna go on top, so that piece is a little bigger. So now we get to put them together.
We bought a Craig jig. Much like many of the people who build the vans, they use a Craig jig because you can hide your pocket holes and stuff. So anyway, wheel well boxes is kind of gonna be our first try with our man Craig. So what we just realized, we need more 1 1/4 inch Craig style screws. So you can't just use any screw in these. They have to be these short little, so basically, anyway, the instruction manual says that for a 3/4 inch piece of material, you need a 1 1/4 inch screw. This is a 1 1/4 inch screw. The kit came with 5. That's not gonna work. So we're gonna go quickly to the Kent store that closes in about 40 minutes. I don't know, we're not that far from it though. We're gonna pick these up and come right back. All right, I'm gonna switch to phone mode.
Okay, so we built our first wheel well box.
Yeah, so basically this is going to be the passenger side wheel well in the back. Becky, you are looking at it basically from the front. So that's basically what Becky, or what you would see when you open the back door of the van. Anyway,
let's go see.
Yeah,
we're gonna
go
take the van. There we are. Okay, well, we'll see you back here with our second box in a bit. Ta-da!
It's that simple. Movie magic. Yeah, next step, we're gonna be out here tomorrow morning. We're gonna figure out our floor. So wheel well boxes, check. On to the next one. Making big moves, Becky.
Trying to carry something.
Today, as you can see, is flooring day. It's vinyl. It's 100% waterproof flooring. So we got this flooring in the event that we were to use this van, say in the wintertime, for skiing or anything really, even in the summer. If you ever come inside with wet shoes or you ever spill water on the floor or something, if you had vinyl flooring, generally vinyl flooring doesn't handle spills very well because it's kind of like MDF.
You mean laminate flooring?
Sorry, yes, my apologies. Laminate flooring doesn't handle spills, vinyl flooring will. So anyway, we don't have to put even a little underlay pad on the floor. Included on this stuff is this back pad. And it's not very squishy, but it is slightly squishy. But anyway, we're gonna try to get this done before lunch because we're getting hungry. So we'll back to time lapse. All right, so you can see you can see me, you can't see the floor. Now you can see the floor. So we got the floor, it's 100% done. So it's in past the strapping. So you can see once the wall goes down that, it'll go flush to the floor and you won't ever even see the seams. Same with around the wheel wells. We've got our wheel well boxes we showed you last night. Those are going to cover any of the gap around the floor there. Same on this side here. And that piece, it's on the deck right now, but that plastic fascia piece is just going to slide right on top, cover this absolutely perfectly. And this floor is pretty much seamless. It looks really, really, really good. I'm very happy with how it turned out.
After the floor install, we weren't initially going to do this, but we ended up using the wires that were run for the original speakers in the van, as it was a passenger model, so it had speakers located throughout the van. We decided to continue to use those existing speaker wires, but instead we just extended them so we could bring them to the locations we wanted. So for example, we wanted speakers in the back doors, kind of in the upper panels. So this is where that wire is going, and here we're just putting heat shrink on it so it's a nice clean connection in the wall.
Sides of the van look pretty bare, and that's because while we were in the van the other day, it started to rain. And what happened with the rain?
These holes that hold on the sliding track, they're just bolts with no rubber seal or anything. So there's water going all the way down the van on the inside. So
Yeah.
we took the door off. Well, we kind of took the door off. We took this off.
Yeah, so the sliding door track itself is poorly sealed, as Becky just said. And yeah, we took it off the van. So we took this piece right here, this track, off the van, and we put butyl tape on it.
Yeah, where the bolts go.
Yeah, so I think there's 5, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's probably 5 bolts that hold that thing on. We put butyl tape on every one of them.
Piece is just held on with these little clips, and we put Sikflex on those, which is what we're gonna do.
So that's now sealed. We're just gonna seal every single, these holes here, this little one, here, everywhere. So while we had these panels off, we found a little bit of rust. So, I mean, right here, there was some rust. Again, here and here. We are aware it does not match the van. We are also aware that neither one of us care because it's covered up by the black trim pieces. We don't really want this van to rust out in the next, 5 years or so. Who knows how long we're gonna have it. But you never build something knowing that it's just gonna rust out. If you can take care of it, you will. You should. Yeah, I guess we're gonna throw you guys on time lapse, install all the plastic trim around the van. So yeah, Becky's just gonna run around, clean all these little holes off, and then I'm gonna put some Sikflex on these pieces. We're gonna put them back in the van and move on from there. All right, let's get started. quick little infomercial.
Sure.
So basically what we're doing here is we're using the Sikaflex 221. I don't know. You know what? Some people use it on vans. A lot of people use it on boats and marine applications. So we're basically using it because we know it stands up on a sailboat. It's probably going to be pretty good on a van that doesn't ever really see salt water and stuff. So anyway, we're using this. It's non-corrosive, so that should be good. But basically what we're doing is we're just going along each one of these things and just putting like a circle around it so that when it seals, it basically just seals against the side of the van and all the holes. And that way water cannot get back into the van when it rains, and essentially the water just drips down the side of the van. Hopefully it stops on the outside of the van. Anyway, we're gonna stick this on. We got one more after this. Let's get this done. So now we're going to pop this freaking bag insulation open. I guess what we're gonna insulate first.
We can do like the back
We're gonna start with the cavities. So yeah.
I only brought one set of gloves out.
There's a couple sets of gloves there on the seat. We're gonna see if we can't get any insulation down in those. Again, same with here. We want to pack this pretty good with insulation. One thing we're not gonna quite insulate yet is in here. I'm gonna wire this van for a trailer hitch wiring harness. So like if you were ever to hook a trailer on, you could plug in the lights. We don't have a hitch yet. I don't even know if we're gonna put a hitch on, but right now when the van's torn apart, it's gonna be a lot easier to wire a trailer hitch harness. But anyway, I think Becky's about to do this.
We started insulating. We only brought one bag because we're newbies and we didn't think it would take that many. I don't know. So anyway, we bought one bag. What we got done was we did the door fully, and we also vapor barriered this to see how it worked. And then we did the back doors for the most part. Up top isn't done because we're gonna put speakers there. There's like wires there, you can see. So those aren't done yet. They're not vapor barriered yet either. And then we stuffed in all these little crevices on this side. So like all of this has it now, and all down here, but the main parts aren't full.
This is all rock wool insulation, which is, I believe, marine wool. And honestly, spray foam is the proper way, in my opinion, to do a van. If you have the budget to do spray foam, I would do it. So yeah, we bought one bag and we were able to do that door fully. We actually vapor buried that one. So that's one thing that I was kind of debating whether or not we were gonna do it, vapor barrier. I'm torn because I don't think, especially with the strapping on the walls, that we're gonna be able to vapor barrier 100%. However, the door, we are able to vapor barrier that 100% because there's no other openings in that door other than where like the little latches and things like that. But that's very small. And the same with these back doors. I think we're gonna vapor barrier the main portions of those. And I mean, even if the vapor barrier doesn't create an exact like 2 different heat zones, I think it will keep down the draft if there ever was to be a draft. So it's just one little step. You know what? You may as well do it if you're doing this much and if you're putting this much time and effort into the rest of it, why not? So anyway, what we're gonna do, I think, is we're going to go out and we're going to buy, I think probably 2 more bags.
At least, I think.
At least 2 more bags. So yeah, we're gonna take a picture of this bag. We're gonna go buy 2 bags. As you can see, we are back to a winter wonderland. Here's our van. We've got the walls vapor barriered, insulated. Everything's good to go. All the wires are run. Now it's time to put the walls on.
Alrighty guys, that's all for this episode. Our next build episode will be posted next week, so make sure you subscribe and hit that notification to let you know when the episode's posted. Next week, we'll be putting our walls up, we'll prime and paint those, and then we'll also dive into some electrical. As you see, there's tons of wires sticking out of the wall there.
We'll also kind of go back in time and show you guys how we put in our roof vents. As you could probably see in the video, they were in, but we want to include a bit more information on them, so they're going to have their own video as well as some other things that involved drilling big holes in the van. So tune in next week for that.
Really good sleep. Ow! I hate those lights!
Let's go. Breathe this in! We haven't edited any videos yet, so we have no idea how this is gonna work out. And through the wonders of movie magic, I'm gonna do that again.